Hello student, today we will discuss about the cell wall and the cell membrane. First of all, we study with the cell wall. Cell wall is a rigid, semi-elastic, semi-transparent, supportive and a protective but permeable covering present outside the plasma membrane in plant cell, fungi, some protista and the prokaryote. And plant cell wall is a mainly consists of the made up of these material cellulose, and in fungus it is fungus cellulose or the chitin in the fungi, and in some time we have seen the extra deposition of the lignin, suberin and the cutenin also outside the cell wall. So cellulose which make this cell wall is a complex fibrous carbohydrate which cannot be digested by the human being and the several animal, and it is most abundant organic molecule present. As far as the function of the cell walls are concerned, what are the major functions performed by the cell wall? Number one, it provides shape to the cell. Number two, it provides mechanical strength to the plant. Number three, it protects the cell against the pathogen and the mechanical engineering. Number four, the growth of the cell wall determines the growth of a cell. And number five, cell wall prevent the bursting of a cell on endosmosis. When the water entered inside, cell wall exerted pressure through which it prevent the bursting of the cell wall through the continuous entry of water inside to it. Now we'll talk about the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. The outermost extremely delicate elastic membranous covering of the cell that separates its content from the external environment is called plasma membrane. It is known as a plasma membrane. If you look after toward the structure of a plasma membrane, it is a bilipid layer and the protein layer. The yellow, it is explaining the phospholipid, upper side is the lower side, and red color, that is a transmembrane protein and the integral protein. So these are the protein molecules. So it is made up of a lipid layer, and plasma membrane is selectively permeable. It is a selectively permeable because it allows the entry of the certain substances, exit of some substances, while preventing the passage to remaining substances. It is a flexible membrane. It is a layered of lipid and the protein located inside and outside the cell, and its thickness is around 6 to 8 nanometer. As far as the functions are concerned, what is the major function performed by the plasma membrane? Number one, it provides a definite shape to the semi-fluid content of the cell. Its function as a mechanical barrier that protects the internal content of the cell. The membrane determines what substance are to be allowed entry or exit of the cell. The flexibility of this plasma membrane enable the cell to engulf the food and the other substance, means the endocytosis possible. So these are some important functions performed by the plasma membrane, and transport across the membrane is done with the help of the plasma membrane. In that manner, the plasma membrane and the cell membranes are there, and this plasma and the membrane or the cell membrane which is made up of a bilipid layer performing this special kind of an function. One specialization or special function which is performed by the plasma membrane is it get modified to perform a various function like the absorption, and the major specialization is the conversion of a plasma membrane to the absorption in the microvilli region especially. And membrane act as a physical barrier between the organelle of the cell and the cytoplasm, and between the cell and its surrounding environment. One term, student, which I have used, that is a semi-permeable membrane. Do you know what is semi-permeable membrane? Why we called it a semi-permeable membrane? Actually, the semi-permeable membrane is a membrane uh, uh, which is permeable to the solvent, but it prevents the passage of solute. Clear? And selectively permeable is the membrane allow the passage of the solvent and some selected solutes. Okay, so that is a major difference between the semi permeable and selectively permeable membrane, that this membrane is responsible for the passing out for the transfer of the solute and the solvent. And substances may pass across the membrane without or with expenditure of energy. So there are the two type of transport mechanism present across the plasma membrane performed by this membrane. One is passive transport and another one is active transport. As the name indicate, and I told that when a substance across the membrane, either it will passes with the help of an energy or without the use of an energy. So passive transport is the passage of the substance across the plasma membrane without expenditure, and there are the two important transports are there. Number one is the diffusion and number two is the osmosis. Diffusion is a process of the movement of a substance, whether it is a solid, a liquid or the gas, from the region of its high concentration to the region of its lower concentration. So as to spread uniformity in the given space is called a diffusion. Clear? What is diffusion? The process of the movement of substance, whether it is a solid or a liquid or a gas, from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is known as an diffusion. If we want to explain it with the help of a simple example, अगर एक आपने रोज हर बार नोटिस किया होगा, घर में नोटिस किया होगा, हम इंस्टेंट स्टिक जलाते हैं, मोम अगर अगरबत्ती लगाते हैं तो कुछ ही पलों में उसकी सुगंध जो है वो पूरे कमरे में फैल जाती है. उसी प्रकार से घर के किसी कोने में इफ़ यू पुट बॉटल ऑफ अ सेंट इज ओपनड इन वन कॉर्नर ऑफ द रूम, इट स्मेल फिल्स द एंटायर रूम. ठीक है. सिमिलरली if you put a copper sulfate or the potassium permanganate crystals in water, in a short while the color of the chemical starts spreading out and gets uniformly distributed in the available space. So in that manner the diffusion is the important process related with the plasma membrane. And some important things which is done by the diffusion, that's why the diffusion is one of the most important process. Number one, the diffusion help in spread of the different substances throughout the cytoplasm of the cell without much delay. Clear? And it also help in the exchange of the respiratory gases like oxygen and the carbon dioxide between the cell and its environment. It helps in the loss of water in the form of water vapor from the aerial part of the plant through the diffusion. And it also helps the flowers to spread aroma to attract the insect through the diffusion only. Now we will discuss about the next passive transport, that is an osmosis. Student, osmosis is the diffusion of water or the solvent across a semi-permeable membrane which does not allow the passage of solute from the region of its higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Again I am repeating, the osmosis is the diffusion of water or solvent across the semi-permeable membrane from a region of its higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. ये major difference है. मैंने जब diffusion बोला तो मैंने बोला the movement of substances from the region of its higher concentration. वहाँ पे solute या solvent का कहीं जिक्र नहीं किया. But in the osmosis, when the diffusion of an water or the solvent taken place across through the semi permeable membrane, अगर किसी semi permeable membrane के through होता है तो ठीक है. तो in that manner the osmosis is taken place. There are the two type of an osmosis are there. One is